Agricultural regions are typically not thought of when terrorist attacks are discussed. However, the most important U.S. military council, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, led by General Richard B. Myers, believes that farms are a simple target. Because of this, a laboratory is being constructed in the American Midwest, which is known for its agriculture. Exotic viruses, which are highly contagious and fatal, are the focus of this lab's research. This is carried out to prevent the onset of a pandemic that could destroy food production or that would serve as its catalyst. The agricultural industry in the U.S. is highly specialized. Only 2% of the nation's cattle herds provide 75% of the meat, while only 3 states contribute 75% of the nation's veggies. Furthermore, genetic uniformity exists in both plants and animals. This is due to the fact that 5 bulls are the ancestors of 25% of all Holstein cattle. Because of this, both plantations and herds are monocultures that are extremely vulnerable to diseases. In other words, a plate full of pests and pathogens, with or without terrorist action. Crazy, right? Like and subscribe to the channel to discover a new world of wonderful and rare things every day. Let's continue. For scientists to diagnose deadly diseases and develop treatments and vaccines, they must work with pathogens. However, few laboratories are safe enough. For example, the only laboratory that U.S. researchers can study FMD is the Plum Island Animal Disease Center. It was built on an island 12 kilometers off the coast of Connecticut. However, it was built in 1954, so its labs are outdated and do not have BSL-4, Biosafety Level 4, certification, the highest level of safety. However, that will change this year, with the opening of the National Bio and Agro Defense Facility, NBAF. It is a $1.25 billion laboratory built by the U.S. government in the city of Manhattan, Kansas, a location that is in the agricultural heartland of the country. This laboratory will follow the modern trend in infectious disease control. Rather than employing a geographic barrier to ensure security, he will use extreme technological measures. NBAF scientists will protect food production from possible plague. This laboratory occupies an area of 50 acres. Initially, a study commissioned by the National Academy of Sciences showed that the chances of a pathogen escaping the NBAF during the complex's 50-year lifespan was 70%. So, responding to this concern, the Department of Homeland Security, the government division responsible for building the lab, reinforced the lab's structure so that it can withstand a Category 5 tornado. Leakage dropped to 0.1%. It was about 45,000 cubic meters, equivalent to 90 Olympic swimming pools, applied over 2.5 years, said Ron Truen, a former oncologist who led the campaign to build the lab. In addition, the laboratory has impact and explosion-resistant windows, covered by an iron mesh that meets the standards of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, which is the supervisory agency for nuclear power plants in the USA. The laboratory's pipes, ducts, and cables are in isolated compartments, but accessible for testing and repairs. The entire building is managed by an automatic computer system that almost tells maintenance workers what they need to do. The NBAF is bigger and better than its neighbor, the Biosecurity Research Institute. One of their priorities is to develop a treatment or vaccine for African swine fever. It is a highly contagious hemorrhagic disease that does not infect humans, but has killed 25% of all the world's pigs in recent years. Even though swine fever has not yet been detected in the U.S., in China it infected at least 40% of the pig population between 2018 and 2019. As a result, the price of pork has more than doubled. And according to a 2019 investigation by Xinhua, the state news agency, criminal groups took advantage of the epidemic. In the view of many experts, the question is not whether the lab's anti-leakage measures will work, but what the U.S. will do when swine fever finally hits. Tell me what you think in the comments below and share with a friend who would be scared to be in this lab. Like and subscribe to the channel to discover a new world of wonderful and rare things every day. See you